Hello, grade 10 students. Let's get prepared for our writing lesson today, writing a report. Prepare your student books, page 68 and 69. The objectives of the day are: state some means of communication with the help of pictures, determine the types of a set of given texts, analyze the text in terms of structure and language features. Let's get started. Before we begin, let's stop and think together what means of communication are used in a work environment and which do you consider to be the most effective? Shall we pause the video for a minute and think, how do we communicate together in a work environment? Let's brainstorm your answers. We can say, through emails, yes. What else? Telephone calls, wonderful. What else? Through text messages. What else? Face-to-face meetings, of course, and through memos. Now, which do you consider to be the most effective? Pause the video for a minute and think about it. The answer is face-to-face meetings. Excellent. Why is that? Because they solve problems faster. You can make decisions easier and you can do a lot of things together, solving problems face to face. Let's look at each text and determine its type. So I want you to pause the video for a few minutes, go through each text and decide what is the type of each one of them. Now let's brainstorm your answers. For the first text, you can see that there is a heading for each paragraph, so we can call this a report. Excellent. How about this one? This one is super easy. You can find it in magazines, on the internet. We call this an article. Well done. And this one, you covered this previously. From the email address you find here, you can determine the type, which is an email. Well done. Let's try to understand together what is a report. How about we pause the video for a minute and try to gather some thoughts about it before we discuss the term of report. A report is a short document which is written for a particular purpose and audience. A report may contain. How about you pause and think, what should a report contain? Let's see. It may contain a description of events, yes, or an evaluation of facts, or outcomes of future courses of action, which is the results, and results of a certain research or a study, or an analysis of a research or a study. Let's go through your next task. Exercise B, page 68. First of all, you will be reading and then you will be answering the questions. Your task is to write a report discussing communication within the company. You should deal with the means of communication in use. What is the meaning of that? The methods. How do you communicate in workplace? What else? The uses. The uses, who uses them and why? And finally, what changes can be made to improve communication? Which are your suggestions? Let's read through exercise B, page 68. Question 1. Who do you have to write the report for? What does that mean? Who is the target reader? Who is the intended reader for your report? Question 2. Which of the following should you do in the report? From what you learned shortly. How about you pause the video for a minute, read through the options, exclude the non-suitable answers, and make a decision. Let's check your answer. A. Provide a detailed description. We usually write this in descriptive essays, so we will exclude A. B. Discuss advantages and disadvantages. We usually write this in argumentative essays. Well done. So we will also exclude this one. So C, provide information and express your opinion. The answer is C. Well done. How about question 3? What characteristics should the report have? What are the qualities needed for a report? So read the options from A to G and make a decision. You can choose more than one. Let's check your answers. We have B, be brief and to the point. So you have to write it shortly. What else? Be organized and well structured. What else? Be clear and easily understandable. So you need to make sure who is ever reading your report will understand it easily. And finally, it needs to be written in a formal style. Let's check how much you remember. What do you need to write in a report? Pause the video for a minute and write down as many as possible from what you recall. Let's brainstorm your answers. We can say, provide information, definitely. What else? Excellent, express opinion. Let's move on to the next question. What are the characteristics of report? We just covered this previously, so pause and write down as many as you can remember. Let's brainstorm your answers. We can say, to be brief, to be short, yes. What else? To be organized. Well structured, excellent. What else? Clear and understandable. And finally, written in formal style. Excellent job, everyone. Let's check exercise C. You will read through the report and highlight the keywords. Remember to number each paragraph so your thoughts will be organized when you are working. Now, I want you to pause and think. What is the purpose of this report? Pause the video, read through the information. If this is not clear in the PowerPoint in front of you, use your books and try to read through it. Page 69. Let's check your answers. What is the purpose of this report? It is to discuss how the members of the company communicate and provide information or provide recommendation to improve the communication in the company. Well done, everyone. Let's read through exercise C. Now read the report and choose the most appropriate heading for each paragraph. So let's check paragraph 1. Pause and read the paragraph, then make a choice. Which of the following 3 options is a suitable title for the paragraph? Let's check your answers. First of all, this report discusses how members of staff at Think Tank product developers communicate. So here is the purpose. Excellent. So the answer is the purpose. Wonderful. Let's move on to the next paragraph, which is paragraph 2. Pause, read through the options, read the paragraph, and make a choice. Let's check your answers. First of all, they're talking about different means of communication are used at Think Tank. So the answer is means of communication. Wonderful job, everyone. Let's move on to paragraph 3. Pause, read through the paragraph and the options and make a choice. Now, let's check the evidence. First of all, we have written means of communication are usually used by the company to keep members of staff informed about major decisions and important changes. So, the answer should be excellent. Who uses them and why? Major, decisions, members, and the staff. This is what you need to think of. Now, let's move on to paragraph 4. Pause, read through the paragraph, think of the options you have, and make a choice. Let's brainstorm your answers. Let's look at the evidence first. Here we can say, I'm convinced that the company. Here we have increasing face-to-face communication make our company more efficient and effective. So since I used I'm convinced, and here we said increasing face-to-face could thus make our company, so it is recommendations. He is making a recommendation to the company. Wonderful. Let's move on to exercise D. Now read the report again and answer the questions. Question 1. Is the language in the report formal or informal? You need to provide examples. Question 2. What linking words or phrases does the writer use? Also, you need to think about this one. We will go through them one by one. And question 3. How do the paragraphs and headings help the organization of the report? Let's check out your understanding. Let's look at the question 1. Is the language in the report formal or informal? You need to provide examples. But let's try to remember first. What are the formal language features? Pause the video and write down as many as you can recall. Let's brainstorm your answers. We have formal linkers. Excellent. What else? Passive voice. What else? Long sentences. Wonderful. What else? No contractions and indirect questions. So these are all formal language features. Now let's try to look at the text and decide if the writer used formal or informal language. Let's read through paragraph 4 and find the formal language features used. So, take a look on the paragraph, pause, and try to find as many language features as possible. Let's brainstorm your answers. Number 1, we have long sentences. Where are they? Yes, it is right over here. Starting from although to the end of face-to-face communication. All this is considered to be one sentence. Wonderful. The next one, no contractions. Where is that? Excellent. I am. So no abbreviations or shortcuts. Well done. How about passive voice? Where is it used? Yes, although different communication methods are used. So here we don't have a subject. We do not know who is using them. Wonderful. And we have formal linkers. Now this one is easy. I know that most of you got it. Yes, it is. Here we have although and thus. Well done, everyone. Moving on to question 2. What linking words, phrases does the writer use? So I want you to pause for a minute, read through paragraph 4 again, and try to find as many as possible from linking words or phrases you can find. Let's brainstorm your answers. We can say, although, wonderful, and thus, excellent. These are called formal linking words. Well done, everyone. Now, let's take a quick general look on the report you have in front of you here. If you cannot see properly, you can use your book's page 69. How do the paragraphs and headings help the organization of the report? As you can see, what do we have here? We have headings for each paragraph. So, it helps you to do what? Pause and think. Let's see what is your answer. Each paragraph discusses a different point. Well done. Now, how does it help with the report? Headings help readers to understand the general concept of each paragraph. As you can see here, we know that the first paragraph will be talking about the purpose. The second paragraph will be talking about the means of communication in use, and so on. Well done, everyone. Now it's your turn. How do the paragraphs and headings help the organization of the report? Pause and think. Let's check your answers. We can say the paragraphs help with the organization of the reports as each paragraph addresses different points regarding communication within the company. As for the headings, they give the reader an idea of the topic of each paragraph. These two aspects make it easier for the reader to read the report. So it addresses different points and it helps you understand what each paragraph is talking about. This is it for the day. Thank you.